So a few years ago, I think it was actually 3 years ago, the Call of Duty franchise got a new installment in the Black Ops sub-series titled Black Ops 4. That would not go down well. In hindsight, some of the decisions that influenced the development of the game were actually pretty stupid, like the not having a campaign favoring a battle royale mode. That didn't go down well. The budget cuts on the zombies game mode, the well, let's just say overpowered guns in the multiplayer. And yeah, why did Locust return to the multiplayer? Why not the Breachi or the Dragon? But anyway, the thing is, why did this happen? So, let me do a quick basic explanation. There's a lot more to this, and it's actually kind of funny how this all played out. So, Fortnite has just come out. It was a big hit, and at that moment, it was a great game. And Activision, like the company Activision, went to Treyarch and they said, "How's development on Black Ops 4 going?" Um, yeah, it's going great. The campaign is already halfway done through, and then Activision swiftly interrupts them and comes out with, "I expect you to make a Black Ops 4 version of Fortnite Battle Royale, and if you cannot make the Black Ops 4 Battle Royale mode, you can you will have to drop the campaign." So basically, they told Treyarch we're being overworked big time for the campaign and everything to get it released on time. They told them specifically to drop the campaign if necessary to make a battle royale mode for Black Ops 4. And they said, "Okay, we'll do that." There's little to no content now in the game, and most of the well multiplayer, quote unquote, that the game has will not make any sense at all, and it won't shouldn't even be titled Black Ops. But okay, and oh shit, we forgot about zombies. Like that was literally the thought process that went into it. We spent all this time working on Blackout, like all this time working on the campaign. Sorry, then they spent all this other time working on Blackout. Like if they dropped the campaign, all of that time was wasted. They then work on a somewhat working Blackout that wasn't even free. That's the point. And then they even quote unquote tried to make an interesting Black Ops 4 zombies game mode, if you can even call it that. They made a whole lot of changes that did not have to be made. The graphics had a visual downgrade in terms of all performance, in terms of how the game actually looked, the maps, the lighting was not good. Um, and why did the HUD have to be so like? How do I say this? It had so much shit that was unnecessary. Why do you have to see your own gun? You're holding it. What's the point of that? And also, in the previous Black Ops and Zombies installments, you had in Black Ops 3 they introduced something that was called the Specialist. It was basically a port from the Specialist system in multiplayer. Why do you spawn with an infinite damage specialist? Why? That just defeats the progression. You don't need a gun anymore. You can just run around in circles, wait for your specialist to recharge, boom. Also, they wanted to eliminate something that they called crutch perks, which are something like the crutches you need to walk if you have a broken leg. Like that's the things that everyone needs to survive in this zombie game mode. They aimed to eliminate that, but introduced a whole suite of problems. For example, they introduced the customizable perk loadout, which defeats the entire purpose of having perk machines, and it takes out all the personality and the customization. Really, just no. And they hear this. You spawn in with an infinite damage weapon. Okay, it has to be charged, but you can, well, have an infinite damage weapon that can be easily recharged through a power up. Yeah, that bad decision. You instantly give the player the max amount of health that they can have. That's why. And you immediately give them an infinite damage equipment. For example, the Wraith Fires, they are infinite damage and they recharge over time. At this point, I don't even need a fucking gun. Like, I can just roll with the Wraith Fires, which get instantly recharged by the max ammos, which are pretty common, and the shield, which is one of the key parts of survivability in large maps with Easter eggs. You have to pay for it. Unnecessary, and just why? Like, come on, man. What was the thought process behind those changes? You just eliminated the fun of the game mode. The game mode is supposed to be hard. Look at the first zombie installment. It's actually pretty hard. Not because of the glitches or anything. It's because there's an actual challenge you need to set up first. But nah, man, I'm catering to the game reviewers. Like IGN 10 out of 10, it's so freaking easy. Even me, a game reviewer, can get around 250 because there's no challenge in it anymore. Anyways, that's just my opinion. I give a shit about Call of Duty. I really only care about the story, and that I only play through the campaigns of all the games because they're the best. But I want to hear your opinion. Like, it's just a pretty funny topic to talk about anyway. And yeah, thanks for watching, I guess. See you in the next month.